Hi guys, I look like crap right now. I just woke up and I haven't made a video in like probably a year or two, but I decided to make a video about me being gay and coming out and like how was the process for me and stuff because I don't know. I think that like I'm older now and I think that I can speak about this stuff and like I've matured a lot, so I think this is the perfect timing for me to like talk about this. So here we go. So I came out at 18, 17, I think. Yeah, around that age. It was my senior year of high school. Well, no, it was my junior year of high school. And basically, I came out, but I was kind of forced out the closet. But it was kind of like a tricky situation. So basically, someone said they were gonna tell, and so instead of them telling, I started telling some of my friends first, so that I can kind of like nudge my way in to like telling them. I came out first as bisexual, but I'm really gay. But it was more because I was trying to learn to accept and love myself, and I don't think that anybody should come out that way as bisexual because it's a lot harder for people to understand and believe what bisexuality is if they think if everybody does that, you know what I mean? And I don't think that's a great way to come out, but that's the way I came out. And I think it wasn't the perfect way to do it, but I was young. So basically, I came out and to this one girl first, and she was bisexual, truly bisexual. And I told her I was just like I'm bi, and she was just like, okay, cool, nothing new, nudge it off. Then I came out to one of my ex girlfriends because we broke up and stuff, and she kind of like didn't know what was going on with me and stuff. So I kind of thought it was the best thing in the world to just kind of like tell her the truth because I was kind of like being really awkward and quiet to her, and we were really close friends before we started dating, and then after we started dating. So um, I thought it was just the right thing to do. So I told her, and she was cool about it. But I think one of the hardest things to tell was my best friend Billy. We're not that close anymore, but I still love him because he's still my best friend, and I hope the same for me too. But um, basically, I came out to him. I think it was one of the hardest people I came out to because he was one of the first guy friends I've ever had, and he was so chill, and he was such a cool guy, and like I didn't want like him to think, oh, because like now that I'm this way that he can't be my friend or he can't hang out with me or we can't have sleepovers and stuff because he thinks differently. Like I wasn't physically or anything attracted to him. I just thought he was a good friend. Like I've never had a friend like that, and so I was really scared. So telling him was one of the hardest things I did. But he was so accepting, and he was such a good friend, and and then after that I kind of felt so much better. Like I think that was one of the people that it was harder to tell. Then after him I kind of just started like telling everybody, and then the whole high school knew, and it was okay for me. It wasn't hard. Nobody really said anything about me that was bad about it. Everybody was okay with it. And then I went to tell my mom because I had to tell my mom, which was an emotional night for me because I was pacing back and forth. I was scared. I eventually couldn't sleep, so I just messaged my mom. And I sat there because I was punished for cutting class. And my dad took away my phone because I was punished for cutting class, which is true. I did. But that was because of a boy that I liked. So I was cutting class for him. And so I eventually told my mom because I started liking this boy, and I knew that like if I like this boy, I really need to like really like tell who I am and stuff like that. So I told my mom through Facebook because I didn't have a phone, and I messaged her and I was just like, Mom, I'm bisexual and stuff, and she was like, she loved me, and she thought it was a joke at first, but she still loves me and everything. She didn't, you know, she's okay with it. My mom's, I still live with her. She's still a great person, and I love her with all my life. But yeah. So she basically, I came out to her. She was okay with it. Then I had to come out to my dad. I spent the summer at my mom's So when I spent the summer at my mom's, I thought it was like the perfect time to tell my dad that I was gay. So it was really scary. It was one of those nights that I was at my mom's house. Me and my sister stood up late, and we were hanging out, and like I was like, I think this is like the time I should tell my dad, because I'm away from my dad. I think this would give him time to breathe, and I think it was perfect timing. So I messaged my dad, and I was like, Dad, I don't want you to think different about me. I love you, and I hope you care about me and stuff. And he was like, I love you no matter what, son, whatever. And then I told him, and he just was okay with it. And I'm grateful to have such great, loving parents that did was okay for it. Not everybody gets that, and not everybody gets accepted for who they are. So yeah, I came out to them, which was great. And then I was still kind of like in between, because then after that I got something happened in between, but it's personal. I don't want to speak about it. But I moved back in with my mom, and I was living at with my dad at the time being. So then I moved back in with my mom, and I went living back in, can't say names because I'm still here, but this area. And it was kind of hard at first, because like I just basically came out to all the people that I thought were important, and all my good friends were gone. I had no one, and it's like it was the old high school I went to before I moved with my dad. So, okay, recap. So I moved in with my dad my freshman year, leaving my freshman year. I moved in with my dad, and then I left my junior year to move in with my mom. So I moved in with my mom, and I had no friends again. And I went to that school freshman year, but I didn't know the people anymore. Like it was like starting all over again. And like I came out to those people and already and everything, so it was just kind of hard for me. And I felt like I was alone. I was really scared, and like I don't know, for a really long time I was like in a really bad like place mentally. Like I don't know, I was just going through a lot, and I just didn't feel okay with who I was, and I didn't feel okay with what was going on, and I feel like I wasn't loved, and a lot of things that I'm not saying, but I just didn't feel so happy. And so yeah. So then I finally started going to school. I didn't want to go to school. I hated it my first year. It was such a hard year for me. I only had one friend really, and her name was Destiny, and it was kind of hard. It sucked. I hated going back. And then after that year, I met people in the drama club, and I started going to this drama club, and I think that was the best thing that's ever happened to me, because I fully felt so comfortable there, and like the people there were so loving and caring and so accepting of me, and they really were like not just friends, they were like family to me. And when I needed people in my life, because I didn't have anybody besides like of course my mom and certain people, but you know, more people to be around and love and care for me, they were always there. And like I was just in stage crew before, and like even just being there with those people were amazing, and I was so grateful. And then my senior year, I basically yeah, what happened senior year? Oh, senior year I finally got to be a part of one of the musicals, and it was amazing. I fully loved it, and I started coming out to everybody, and like I really accepted and embraced who I was now, and like thankfully for the drama club accepting me, and all the people there that kind of like made me feel like home. I kind of just fully came out the closet like to everybody. Like there's nobody that doesn't know I'm gay, and I'm just so proud of myself for finally like that year coming out and fully loving and accepting myself, because I didn't love myself. I didn't. And that's hard to say that you don't love yourself, but like I love myself so much now, and like it was one of the hardest things for me to do, and like I just want people to know that like no matter like um no matter who you are or what you're going through or what your sexual orientation, there are gonna be people that are gonna hate you or love you. And it doesn't matter because the people that hate you and don't want to be your friends and don't want to, the family members that don't want to love you, it doesn't matter. Because if they loved you, they would love you no matter what. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter how. Because you, if they loved you, they loved you. That's it. It doesn't matter. And you have to love yourself first before you come out. And hopefully nobody ever gets forced out the closet. And if nobody loves you, I love you. And I hope that you know that you're gonna be okay no matter what happens. You're gonna be okay because this world is big and the world is changing every day and it's becoming more acceptable to be gay, bisexual, or any other orientation you are, lesbian, and other things like that. And I think that the minute you come out and love yourself, it's like the biggest thing. And just love yourself, honestly. And yeah. And I think also like I was still kind of like new to the gay world, and I went to this gay youth center, and I think that place really like it was a blowing experience, and it made me grow to the person I am today because I'm so mature, I'm so much smarter, I'm so much wiser, and like I'm not the same person that I was in high school to now. And like if you don't feel accepted and you have no place to go and like nobody for you to talk to and understand, know that like I'm here, and not just only I'm here, but you can always go to a gay youth center or a center like that. There's Don't go in there for looking for a boy. Go in there and actually go talk to somebody like a counselor. There's counselors in there and stuff, and they can talk to you and they can help you. They can do so much for you. I am so serious. Like the people in there